we're doing Vlogmas, so if you hear background noise, sorry. Hello. Being someone with an ambiguous ethnicity has been an experience. I'm an American-born citizen. My parents are immigrants from South America. My mom is from Peru and my dad was from Ecuador. Ever since I was younger, I think I started to really notice how often I would be asked, "Where are you from?" And I'd say, "Oh, here, Miami." And then they'd say, "No, I mean, where are you really from?" And I'd respond, "Well, my parents are South American." And then they'd respond, "No, that's not it. There has to be something else. Where are you really from? Like, what's your background?" And typically I would just shrug, a little befuddled as to why my answer wasn't satisfactory. That interaction was incredibly confusing to younger me, because for one thing, they weren't saying what they meant the first time. When they said, "Where are you from?" my answer, being Miami, was the correct answer to what they asked. In a typical scenario, that's the actual question being asked. What they were really asking me for was my background. And they wanted this information because to them, I looked different. And this line of questioning from strangers began to become predictable. And it really began to make me doubt myself and to feel different. It really played into my anxieties about what I looked like. This is not something that happens to everyone. This is something that happens pretty specifically to people of color and people who are kind of ambiguous looking. And it felt like these lengthy interrogations from strangers were this unintentional, parentheses, othering of me. Though it's pretty unintentional, no one is interrogating me with the sole purpose of making me feel bad. It doesn't decrease how it impacted me growing up. Particularly with some of the racist bullying that I was experiencing at the time, as well. Which I won't go into detail because some of that stuff was really vile. I have asked my mom about my background, and she said that there may be people from Spain and Italy in my background. My last name is Segarra, which is a Spaniard last name, according to Google. She said my dad likely had some people from India and Africa in his background, but there aren't really any records to say any of that for a fact. So the frequency at which people were asking me about my background became all the more touchy and confusing. It became a sensitive topic, to feel like my background was so mysterious in the first place, that there was a disconnect, and that I was basically ill-equipped to answer questions about myself, my background, and that these questions were asked so often. And it also sucked that it felt like people also felt so entitled to that information so quickly? Why did it matter so much to these strangers what my background was? I was going through my life with it a complete mystery and doing just fine. All that being said, today I have my 23andMe results. So I finally have some answers to that question when inquiring minds are so determined to know. Okay. I am 100% Annie. Good to know. Then we got 45.6% East Asian and Native American. Cool. Okay. And under that umbrella of East Asian, Native American, we got Native American meaning Native of the Americas. More than likely South America. I wish we had more specifics on that. Then we got Southeast Asian, East Asian, broadly East Asian, and Native American. So that's cool. Oh, and then 38.9% European. Well, what? I mean, yeah, figures. Southern European, Iberian, 35.4%. Broadly Southern European, Ashkenazi Jewish, 0.1%. Broadly European, 3.4%. Sub-Saharan African, 3%. West African, East African, Sub-Saharan African. Middle Eastern and North African, 0.8%. So broadly Middle Eastern and North African. A whole 11.7%. That's actually a big amount, is unassigned, so they are not sure. I want to know what that 12% is. What the heck? Okay. So looks like I'm a big mix of everywhere except for like a few places. Which is actually how I would usually describe it. Because it was so mysterious to me, I would often just answer comedically, like, I'm, what was it? Godmother of the earth or whatever? Or, oh, I would say I'm just a child of the earth. Because from what I could gather, I did have a little bit from everywhere, and verified. I've got a little bit from like everywhere, so that's really interesting. Yay. And now you know. Is that answer satisfactory now? Alrighty, so this has been it for Vlogmas Day 2. Tomorrow, we're gonna do something else with these results. So stay tuned. I'll see you. I'll be seeing you. Likely tomorrow. Okay, bye!